Lightning coming to you again. You see the title of the video. Let's get into it. You did it. You were up at the crack of dawn. You was on the website at the correct time. You loaded the page at the right time. You was able to get the Xbox Series X or the PlayStation 5. You did it. You beat the bots. You beat the scalpers. You fought through the website crash. You did it. You add it to your cart. You proceed to check out. You did it. And now, in celebration for that, you looking to get yourself a new TV. And you did what every YouTube scholar does. You looked up top 5 best gaming TVs 2020, which brought you to this video. So welcome. And I'm here to tell you that most of those other top 5 videos you've seen gassing you up, in the sense of making you feel like you need stuff you really don't need for next gen gaming. Now, mind you, I'm just like you. Not till a couple months ago that I started looking into these new TVs. I didn't know what Dolby Vision was. I didn't really care about what 4K gaming at 120 hertz was and 120 hertz refresh panel and all this other crap. I'm like you. I'm a regular console gamer. All this stuff did not apply to me till a couple months ago. I just recently started getting into this. And like you, I was about to get these two TVs that you are probably thinking about, because every single top 10 videos I seen, top 10 gaming videos, whatever, best TVs of 2020, every single top 10 video I see at least one of these TVs in them. And, to me, in my head, like, yo, if I'm seeing these TVs everywhere in everybody's top 10, they must be the cream of the crop. They must be the end all be all TVs. Obviously, you see the title of the video and you know I'm talking about the TCL 6 series and the LG C10. Now, mind you, although I do think the LG C10 is a great TV for gaming this year, I don't think you need to spend triple the price of these consoles for the next gen game experience. And let me tell you why. First off, I know you see the Xbox on the website, what they saying, 4K 120. Let me tell you right now, that is a dream. That is a fantasy. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you know how much FPS is dropping with? 60. You know how much FPS that new Spider-Man dropping with? 60. You know what? A Sony engineer, somebody high up in Sony's shit, I think they just came out a couple of days ago and said, listen, 4K at 120 is just a pipe dream. It's an illusion. It's interesting, that boy said, if I remember the quote correctly. That boy said that shit is interesting, but the goal is smooth 4K 60. Listen, the Xbox, I forgot. There's an Xbox that came out before this one. That thing can do 4K 60, and I think maybe 12 games dropped that could actually do 4K 60. So you telling me that now they skipping over 4K 60? They ain't mastered 4K 60 yet. They skipping over that, and every developer is just gonna start dropping every fucking game at 4K 120. Especially the big ass open world games that we like now. I think Cyberpunk, I looked up on Reddit, Cyberpunk is right now, they're saying 180p ultras at 30. Like, they not even aiming for 4K right now. Like, they not like if you look on their shit, that shit just says plays great on Xbox Series X and PS5. That's what it says. It says plays great on it. It doesn't say nothing about no frame rates, cause they dropping that shit for last year's console, last gen consoles. The industry is not ready for 4K 120. But every TV manufacturer is out there telling you, yo, you need a 120 hertz panel. You need HDMI 2.1. You need the VRR. Whatever. And I'm here to tell you don't need it. And, I'm not just telling you don't need it just because of the price. I'm telling you don't need it because this is new technology. This technology just dropped. HDMI 2.1 dropped last year. I think only one TV had it last year. This thing's only a year old, which explains why the price is so high. Like, dude, paying triple for the console as a console gamer does not make sense. You gotta think about it. You're buying a $500 console and then you're gonna buy a $1,500 TV. It doesn't make sense. Now, yeah, OLEDs TVs, yeah, they're the best for like to take ray tracing. They're the best for ray tracing and all that. But bro, like I said, you might as well wait till next year. The only reason I'm even gonna upgrade my TV this year is because my TV is more than 12 years old. I had this thing since the 360, but I'm not gonna buy a freaking mad at $1,500 TV. Like I'm not buying that because I know for facts that next year's TVs are gonna be better. And I don't say, and I like every year the technology improves. But like, let me just give you an example. Like this year, LG took out the full bandwidth HDMI the full bandwidth HDMI 2.1. The full bandwidth is 48. They only got 40 in that LG C10. Now, I asked other tech YouTubers like FOMO, and then if you go to other tech YouTubers like Quantum TV, they have totally different views on the LG C10 not having the full bandwidth HDMI 2.1. But my thing is, and they both make sense. Like, I asked my man FOMO and he broke it down for me pretty well, and it makes sense. You probably don't need it, right? But then my man Quantum TV, he says something like, listen, LG, this is a stop. He basically say, yo, this is a stopgap year. And he guarantees that next year LG is gonna have the full bandwidth 2.1 and a slew of other gaming features. And why would LG take out the full bandwidth? And because they had it last year, they had it in the C9 last year, and they took it out this year. Why did they do that? They did that because they didn't know what the consoles were coming with this year, and no one did. And I guarantee next year they're gonna have that and a slew of other features, and you're gonna be stuck with that with that $1,500 TV, and you're gonna be like, damn. You're gonna feel like you're gonna be hella buyer's remorse. You're gonna feel like you wasted hella money on that shit. Okay, so my thing is, don't even bother wasting $1,500 right now. If anything, buy like a $400 TV and upgrade it in 2 to 3 years. And that's what I'm doing. I'm not gonna waste mad money now, because you don't need to waste mad money now, because next year a bunch of TVs are gonna come out that's specifically targeting these consoles. Because right now they didn't know the specs of these consoles till this year. Remember, it doesn't make sense for you to get some. They were not ready for this. Now that they know the specs, yeah, now they're gonna start making TVs for it. But wasting your money now doesn't make sense. Like TCL's mini LED, look up the reviews. Look at the reviews on Quantum TVs and this guy named Value Tech Sense on the TCL 6 series. Look up the reviews and you tell me you want to still buy them TVs. And honestly, like I said, I'm going from a 12-year-old TV to a new 2020 TV. I'll get the TCL 6 series and think it looks immaculate. Cause again, like you, I'm a console gamer like you. I don't really see this shit. But when you look at these reviews, you start to see like, yo, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for me to waste $650 right now. And another big issue with TCL is they have panel lottery. Now, I didn't even this concept is crazy to me. You basically buy a fucking TV and the panel may or may not be good. Like, I never heard of some shit like that. Again, I'm a console gamer, so I heard in TCL that the panel lottery is high. Like, what? Like, I'm not like, yo, even like, yeah, TCL is a budget TV, but I'm still not trying to drop $650 on and may or may not have a good panel. So I'll wait. Cause this is mini LED. Like, if you look at my nigga Value Texan, he explains it to you. Like, they missed the mark. They were selling this like on Best Buy right now. They show you that you saving $1,500 on this $300,000 TCL, not the 6 series, the higher end one like the M series or something like that. And he explains like the only reason they're not selling for that is because they missed their mark. They can't compete with OLED prices if their TV does not look like an OLED. And it really puts you into perspective. Like, yo, they weren't ready for this. It's new technology. This mini LED shit is new technology. Why would you? This is like the beta test here. Like, why would you waste your money on a beta test here? That's what I'm telling you right now. There's a $400 vizio, And vizio been like my 12-year-old TV right now. I got is a vizio, and that thing lasted. Not saying vizio got the best quality, but I think the panel lottery on that company is a lot less, and just throwing $400 at them for a TV that has HDMI 2.0 with VRR and 4K at 60 hertz with a pro gaming engine. Like, they made this TV like for gaming. Like, they have a whole dedicated mode for gaming. Like, I feel it's worth it. But if you don't want to take it from me, a console gamer like yourself, here's a clip from Fomo. Like, he's a TV YouTuber, and he's talking about the next gen consoles and the Vizio M series and why he thinks this is the best intro TV for next gen gaming.
I feel that the Vizio M series has done something none of the other TV makers did, and that includes Hisense TCL, which is a surprise, and Samsung and LG, which is a missed opportunity. But we know they've walked away from LCDs, right? It's whatever, it's an afterthought. Vizio's focused on slicing that LCD TV market to find that perfect niche product for you. This is the niche. Inexpensive, VRR, HDMI 2.1, HDR, because full array local dimming zone, but what's the compromise? 60 hertz panel. I agree with them. Next generation console, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X. You're not going to get 4K 120 in the first year. You might not get it in the second year. There may be one title, maybe two very specific titles that gets you there, but the reality is, unless you are focused on those titles and you know who you are, everybody else, don't worry about it. This is the perfect transition TV for next generation console gaming because it gets you there for the next 2 to 3 years. Until 4K 120 titles become a thing, this TV will work. The Vizio M series is my choice for budget entry-level gaming next generation console. PC gaming, unfortunately, it is not because
there you go. There's my man FOMO telling you straight up. This is all the TV you need. If you don't want to take it from me, there you go. And I'm gonna link that whole video in the description below, along with the other guys I got my information from, my man Quantum and Value Tech Sense, especially Value Tech Sense. That's my dude. But yeah, like, you don't need all of that. And in FOMO's latest video, actually, of best TVs to get for gaming, he actually mentioned that TCL doesn't even have it has FreeSync, but it doesn't have FreeSync Premium. Whatever the fuck that means. To be honest, I don't know what that means either. But yeah, like, the point is, next year's TCL is gonna have, I guarantee, 4K at 120 with FreeSync Premium or whatever the fuck he calls it, and it's gonna have loads more features. This year is a beta test. Look at my man Quantum. He tells you all the time, this year is a beta test. This is not the year you should get a TV. But if you like me and you have an old ass TV and you were able to get a new console, yeah, like I don't want to be playing my TV. My TV, I think, is 720. I don't even know. Like, but back when I got that TV, I was still in high school. I didn't give a fuck about no TV aviations. But like, yeah, if you already have a 4K TV or like a 4K 30 or a 4K 60 TV, you don't need that shit this year. Wait till next year. You don't need to upgrade now. If you already have a 4K TV that can do 30 or 60 FPS, you don't need it. That's my video. Lightning out.